All right, y'all.
Oh my fucking! They already clicked off
All
the
right,
fucking video.
No, I got it.
Welcome to
It's
Pan
too
and Friends.
late.
All right, look, here we go.
Okay.
What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. You know what I'm saying? We here with the homies Toki, Apollo, Pan, and Jez, and me, myself, not Jeezy. You know what I'm saying? We here to talk about Spider-Man, brand new Spider-Man movie, Across the Spiderverse. You feel me?
I
So
wouldn't
what's
really
up?
say brand new.
So what's
okay?
up?
We
It
kind
is
of,
brand new.
Wait, why'd you say so? What's up? What the fuck?
What's up? What's your thoughts on the movie?
You didn't ask anything.
All right. First topic.
yes.
When y'all first, so what were y'all expectations before y'all went to go see the movie? What y'all think? What y'all think was gonna
I
happen?
mean,
before
my
y'all seen it?
expectations were high because every nigga was saying it was the best movie of all time. So if it was anything less than that, I would have been mad as hell.
I mean, I wasn't really following the trailers like that. I've just seen some clips, but I knew the animation would be crazy, and I'm like, sucker for good animation. So I went in, like first 5 minutes, already a 10 out of 10. That was like sitting there.
Damn.
It's a perfect
God.
movie,
Hell yeah.
You had a 10 in the first 5 minutes?
basically.
That good.
I saw one trailer, like 5 seconds of a single trailer. That was, what's his name? Miguel chasing Miles. But I was like, you know what? It's just going to be fire because Into the Spider-Verse was fire. I watched it. I'm not going to hold you. The intro didn't really sell me that hard. I liked it, but it was mostly just Gwen, I miss Miles. I miss Miles. I miss Miles. But then we got to the actual action and instant loved it. Instant.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, after finishing the movie, I ain't gonna hold you. I don't think that was all her saying, I miss Miles. I think it was her contemplating whether she wanted to tell Miles the big ass secret at the end. I don't think she missed that nigga at all.
I mean, it's wait, how much time has passed after like the first movie? Does it say it anywhere?
A
It's
year and
correct.
4 months.
I thought it was directly
okay.
after, because wasn't the scene that she came and got him in the second movie?
It was,
I
but
don't
that was
think-
more like a. There was no.
They probably changed
time.
it.
Yeah, it didn't tell us like how long it happened between when Miles did the Spider-Man thing at the end of Into and like when Gwen picked him up. But I believe at some point Miles did say it'd been a year and 4 months since he started being Spider-Man. So
Oh, he
it
did
just kept
say
up from
that.
there.
did say that.
I wonder why. Because I swear to God, at the end of Into the Spider-Verse, she was like, Miles, come on. And then they did that exact same scene happened inside Across
yeah,
the
I think that
Spider-Verse.
was more like a teaser thing. I feel
Oh.
like.
So that shit
'cause
didn't even happen.
Miles is more experienced in the new movie, so it has to be sometime.
That nigga got canceled 3 times.
Ooh.
Miles! He had to do a fucking an apology
yeah.
for the baby
Oh,
powder
yeah.
shit.
Yeah. But so why do you have to apologize for the mustache? I didn't get that part.
No, he had to apologize for having a baby powder campaign.
But after that
I
shit, he
remember
was-
that.
After that, he was like, I grew a mustache, and I had to apologize again. He's like, sorry, guys.
About the
What
baby
happened?
powder.
Right.
guess.
Yeah, that was
he
the title.
endorsed the baby powder brand and what's it called?
2
They were
times?
like and had to apologize. Yeah, he had to apologize. Because he endorsed like shit baby powder or something.
Yeah.
But 2 times though, you had to run it back.
Yeah.
Run it back.
They tried to
That'd
recancel
be-
him.
That's how it be.
That's wild.
Probably had to be a reference to Logan Paul, and you know,
Fuck no.
What did he do?
Logan
Japan.
Paul got the legendary apology video. It basically was the same thing Miles.
Over baby powder?
No, it's like
No,
him
Japan.
sitting in front of the camera, you know.
Nah, it's not the same fucking thing. What?
No. I think what he said was like very similar to what he said. Like people are quoting the Logan Paul apology video. It's like that iconic.
What?
I made it continue.
never
slaps
seen it
my
before.
judgment
What-
type of thing.
Iconic is a crazy word to say. Apologizing for a suicide. That's insane.
I've never seen that video before.
I didn't either. I
th-
never watched that nigga.
Yeah, I think we're digressing here.
We're not talking about that
by-
nigga exactly. Hell nah.
No, but yeah, as I said, I started the movie and I just like the animation style of Rip. Like every universe is, presented differently. I don't think do we spoil here? Yeah, probably yeah. We
Yeah.
spoil. So like the first Gwen's universe is all colors, like watery style. When she's sad, it's blue. Changing colors emotion wise. So it's like she thinks more with her emotions. I kind of got that feeling. And I just liked how they portrayed all that. It's like, as I said, very watery. Miles' universe, on the other hand, as we know it, very clean, real, quote unquote, real like. and then at the end of the movie, when he's in the other universe by accident, like 42, I think wasn't the number. It's all greenish, very dark, depressing. Like it's every universe has a different feeling to it.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at you, Doctor Strange, fucking multiverse movie where they only went to like two universes and they're all kind of the same.
Damn.
Somebody said, how the fuck Across the Spider-Verse had multiversal madness and the actual movie called that shit? That movie was fucking terrible.
I mean, we got a hint of how Across the Spider-Verse was gonna be when we saw Into the Spider-Verse. Like, Peter Porker was out here doing cartoon physics. Penny was just like an anime character from like what's it called, web animated. And what was his name? Spider Noir was all black and white. And I don't know if you noticed, I had to see it in a video. Spider Noir's cape was always billowing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they went a little bit deeper into it though in this one.
Yeah,
they might have like dipped their toes in the first one, but this one the fucking what's his name, the Vulture, that nigga looked crazy.
Hobie looked amazing.
Hobie insane.
I rewatched the first movie a few days ago. It's like it's such a big upgrade actually. Like the first movie doesn't experiment with all these animation styles like that. It's only the second movie. And I mean, one of the craziest things still to me is the way they animated Spider-Punk. I think most of you might have heard it already. Like every character is animated the same way, like one frame, one image, it changes.
Oh, yeah.
Miles, on the other hand,
frame,
every 2 frames, and Spider-Punk is every 3 frames, but his guitar is every, I think, 4 frames. And another
different parts of his body is different frames.
Yeah. And then he has like this paper cutout thingy like around him as if he's not really part of the system. It kind of works with his character and all. Like it's like every character has a lot of thought put into them.
It's genius
on how they are portrayed. Yeah.
So he's definitely the fan favorite that I've seen so far. Everybody only talking about that nigga.
Him and Miguel, but probably Hobie more. Yeah, makes sense.
I haven't seen anybody talk about Miguel, honestly.
I've seen a lot of thirst traps.
Can I just can I go off on Miguel? Well, I don't have to go off on it. Just kind of make a little tangent. I absolutely love how ravenous they portrayed him as a Spider-Man from start to finish. We saw at the start when they were fighting the Vulture, the dude bared his fangs, and I'm like, he's about to kill this man. But he got his shit together. And throughout the rest of the movie, it's just every other Spider-Man's running. This dude Miguel is dragging the train downwards to get to Miles.
Yeah, he was fiending against that nigga. He was chasing it. That shit was crazy. But I think it's because I think they say he's an actual vampire. Like he got the spider bite different. Like he injected himself with some shit.
I think I haven't read the comics, right? Like I think did anyone here actually read the comics for Spider-Man 2099?
So in 2099, instead of him getting bit, he took like the same formula that was inside the spider that bit him and like injected himself with it. Like he gave himself a shot.
So he never even got bit. Same spider powers. Like I don't think he has spider webs even. Like when he wants to be on the wall.
He does in the comics. He does in the comics. That's about it.
Because people were saying like in the movie I don't think he ever used any spider webs. It's only like his claws.
No, he was always running up shit.
Strength. No, he had the them like laser webs.
Oh yeah, he had the red webs. Yeah.
But
like he used them like twice. He only used them like twice at all.
Gadgets maybe.
And they said apparently he can't go out during the daytime because he's like blind or some shit in daytime. And that's why whenever the helicopter shined the light on it, that's why whenever the helicopter shined a light on it, that's why he didn't bite the dude because it was blinding him. So he had to put his mask back on.
No, because when he was in his own universe chasing Miles, they were in the daytime. They were like outside. In the day.
It hurts his eyes.
For real?
Yeah.
We'll probably get more info in the next next year. Hopefully next year. Still can't really believe that the next movie comes out in March. I feel like it will be delayed.
That shit getting delayed to fucking infinity. That shit is not coming out.
I won't be mad.
Yeah, take
as long as it comes out. As long as it comes out.
Watch it not come out.
It's not going to. I mean, the thing is, like, If they're editing, if Hobie's back inside this movie and they already took them a year to edit that one single character, then no, that's just not coming out next year. There's no fucking way it does.
Just
He
give
might
him
not.
time.
He might not even be in the next movie because he
has
ain't
to
got no
be.
wristband no more. He ain't got no watch no more.
You see how much of a fan favorite that nigga was? There's no way he's not going to be in it.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
They would
Remember-
riot.
Like the origin story. That's it.
The chase scene took them 4 years to animate.
Oh my
Yeah,
god, that's
like
crazy.
the teams had to be like going crazy all these years. And I think like the third movie had to have also been produced at the same time. Otherwise, they obviously won't be able to, do it in just 1 year.
God
So
damn.
just give them some time. So the movie, like the third movie, is of the same or better, like better quality than 2, and then it's undisputably the best trilogy in terms of Spider-Man movies.
Absolutely.
Because right now people are still like saying, we have to wait. The Tobey Maguire trilogy is still better.
No,
not
what the
really.
fuck? Then what?
No.
The
Then
third one was a
Spider-
huge letdown.
Yeah,
This
and
would
then
be
we
the
have the
perfect
Tom Holland
one.
trilogy, and the Tom Holland trilogy also gets
The
shit on
second one.
currently. The second one kind of,
Like they're
Worse
they're
is the
just
whole
saying
trilogy.
basically there's a letdown in every series. Like they're not calling Far From Home or Spider-Man 3 bad. They're just saying like, oh, okay, that's cool.
yeah.
I mean, I like Mysterio as a character. I like all the like plot points and the illusions and shit going through the entire movie.
Yeah.
It was just kind of like it wasn't really a Spider-Man movie. Like the whole movie, he was just saying like, oh, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be Spider-Man. I want to just hang out with my friends. So that's what they're mad about.
I didn't like. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't like the what's it called, Tom Holland trilogy, except from Far From Home. Homecoming felt a little. I'm sorry. It's just Homecoming felt a little too.
Yeah.
I didn't see when he first appeared in Civil War, and it's like I get it. His origin story's been told, but do something. Even the web duology did something, and
felt
then
childish.
Far From Home happened, and I only cared for Far From Home because the Mysterio scenes were so mind-numbingly beautiful. I couldn't not like them, and I hated how short they were. And everyone's already talked about Far From Home. I heard it's under back and forth. I liked when it popped off, but the nostalgia did carry it for me. I'm sorry. I'm one of those.
Oh, No Way Home.
For No Way Home.
Yeah. I
No Way
like.
Home.
I think I'm surprised you only like Far From Home. Honestly.
That's a mad unpopular opinion.
I loved it, and again, it was again carried by nostalgia. I love seeing Toby in a wetsuit, and I did feel Andrew Garfield didn't get to finish his role as Spider-Man by his own fault. If you heard of those stories, but it was nice seeing them come together with Tom Holland, and I mean, who's gonna get tired of Willem Dafoe? Whenever he's on the screen, it's good.
Oh god.
Yeah. But I mean, that's the main criticism No Way Home gets. Like, it's carried by nostalgia, by the old Spider-Man, like the old actors coming in. But I mean, it is the main appeal. Like, people came there just for that, just to see them all work together, I guess.
I don't like that people discredit movies just because it's carried by nostalgia. I mean, like, everybody got happy as hell when they saw, like, Prowler inside this one. That was kind of nostalgic feel to it. I mean, if we think about it, like, what was it? Homecoming came out, like, what, 6 years ago? 7 years ago? It's been a while. Like, maybe 10 years. Like, we can start calling movies like that, like, nostalgic factors because we haven't seen Prowler since Homecoming, I think. And then when we all sound like, yo, he's inside this shit. So I just think if they play this nostalgia, as long as they don't completely just lean on it and the entire movie is like, it wouldn't be a movie without nostalgia, I feel like you can still fuck with it.
Yeah, like they gotta add some fresh stuff in it sometimes.
Yeah. But I went out the theaters and I had this opinion, and I still have it after more than a week of thinking. Across the Spider-Verse, undoubtedly the best Spider-Man movie out right now, at least. And I also went further and said best animated movie of all time, because I can't think of another movie that goes as strong as this. Like, my number one was before that, like Spirited Away, or like the Puss in Boots 2 movie that dropped last year. But this one is just next level. And I saw people reviewing like, lackluster animation.
What?
We watched the same movie.
What?
Are you serious?
What?
Yes. Go
Yeah.
on Letterboxd and check out the lower.
People just
reviews.
be saying stuff though, because they don't know what they be talking about sometimes. Like they
Yeah, like
like,
the first movie had such beautiful animation, but this one is just
This
lackluster.
one outdid the first one. If we
Exactly,
talking
like,
if
what-
we talking like in terms of like how much work the animators put in this shit, yeah, this is for sure the best animated movie. What are
Absolutely.
they talking about?
what else are you looking for? What else are you looking for in animation? If this isn't gonna be good enough
They're
for you. Like
just
what else?
trying to have a contradicting opinion. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Sad. It's so sad.
And in terms of movies that dropped this year, if Oppenheimer isn't like this best thing we've ever seen, I don't think Across the Spider-Verse has many difficulties winning movie of the year, in my opinion. Okay.
I mean,
Don't-
Oppenheimer messed up by dropping the same day as Barbie, and niggas just gonna call Barbie the best one just to fucking meme around and shit. So
I mean, Morbius was memed, but barely sold any tickets.
I still ain't see that movie. I still
the
didn't see
thing,
that movie.
funny part is they were like, "Wait, people like this? Let's put it back in the theaters." And nobody went and bought it again. I'd be so mad.
No, I watched Morbius on Disney Plus. It's probably still overhated, but I mean, nonetheless, it is ass.
It's
Like,
terrible.
I gave it like 1.5 or 2 out of 5.
I never
Like,
finished it.
It's okay. No, it's not even okay. It's bad, but it's not the worst movie of all time. Like people are
Of all time.
overhating people are overhating it.
Hell nah. Have they seen
Well,
Tusk?
let's get back on topic about the actual movie Spider-Verse though.
Bro, Morbius is part of the Spider-Verse.
No.
Yes, he is.
When
He's a Spider-Man
when
villain.
When we rank the
No, y'all
the
feel no. I feel like somebody gonna say something like Morbius is Miguel because he's a vampire or some dumbass shit like that.
What the fuck? Morbius Miguel.
Bringing back conspiracy theory right here.
Please,
But
God.
y'all
don't
though,
say
what
that
y'all think about the ending though? How'd the ending leave y'all? Like what? Like, what-
Okay. Look, the ending had me speechless because I was like, thinking in my head, like I knew the movie was 140 minutes, and then they were in the last universe. Miles gets captured, then suddenly like Miles is the Prowler. And I was like, how are they gonna end it, right? Like, it doesn't make sense. So it has to be to be continued in a minute or so, and it happened. Still speechless, still crazy. Like the build up is very good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I thought that everyone in my theater was like going wild. Like it was like no one expected it, or barely anyone, I guess.
I didn't expect it until he walked up. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, and then I go online after a few days, and people like the only main criticism is like the people don't like that the movie didn't have a third act, that it
What?
ended abruptly. I mean, I suppose. Still fine.
I
Like,
did
the
have
third
kind of
movie is gonna be
one
that.
small criticism that there was no like fight scene. Like the fight scene was the chase scene basically. Like there was no like main villain fight at the end of this one like there was in the first one or any Spider-Man movie. Like Spider-Man always fights the main villain at the end of every single Spider-Man movie. There wasn't really one during this movie. It was the chase scene.
Yeah. Yeah, the chase was the fight. I guess the third movie is probably.
Well, if you
gonna
kind of
go heavy on
think
the
about
fights.
it, they did kind of fight Spot and Mumbattan though. They did kind of fight Spot. And Mumbattan.
That was not a
That
fight.
doesn't count. That was he clapped their cheeks and
Yeah,
left.
Spot put his hands, legs, and feet on them niggas and then destroyed the universe and left.
Oh man.
But
Let's talk about
the
Spot,
ending.
please, before we get to the
Oh
ending.
God.
That nigga.
Oh,
Okay,
Oh my god.
let's go to Spot then.
I think
The
Spot
weirdest-
might be.
The weirdest villain development in one movie ever. Like dude developed like that. Like he was terrible. Dude was wearing clothes in the beginning. Like dude had to wear clothes.
Really going from villain of the week to a multiversal threat.
Absolutely.
Literally.
Is he the strongest
Insane.
Spider-Man villain we've ever seen?
Probably, bro.
Probably, yeah.
Like this
Goblin,
dude
Sandman.
eats. This dude
In
eats.
In the
theaters,
movies?
yeah. In theaters,
We're in
yeah.
comics. Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely, yeah. Now that I think about it, yeah, he's definitely the strongest. And he might be probably one of the best. I think I might still like Green Goblin a little bit more because he's just like I like down-to-earth heroes that can still, like, are human. That nigga is nowhere near that shit. And I like how he was actually inside the first movie.
That was a crazy connect. Because the fact you can watch the first movie and still see him like get hit with the donut, that's actually kind of insane. That's insane, like
writing.
foreshadowing. It's insane.
it wasn't foreshadowing. It was a joke that turned into something serious.
They could have just literally like looked at him and be like, let's just turn this random ass nigga into a villain.
Yeah. But the
Still
movie has
made 'em-
other foreshadowing. Like if we want to talk foreshadowing, the use of colors for the Spidey sense. Some of you have probably seen it. Definitely well placed there. Like in the first movie, the spider sense of Miles is like green purple, like the Prowler. And then
like the Prowler.
Yeah, in the next in the other universe, it's blue red because it kind of switched up. So that's where we.
That is so smart, though.
Yeah.
When
That
I
is so
didn't
smart.
think about it in the first movie.
When I first saw the spider sense scene, I thought Miles was going to stay blue and green and purple because I thought it was going to be like his motif for a little bit. But when it turned blue and red, I was like, huh. And the way this movie goes to say, oh yeah, by the way, this Miles was actually supposed to become Prowler, and the other Miles was supposed to be Spider-Man was just a big
Genius.
flip-flop. And what's crazy, something that I thought was super duper small. In one of the early scenes when Miles is walking through the city, one of the characters is like, Miles, did you hear those or feel those earthquakes last night? And he was like, I slept like a baby last night. Turns out they fired off the collider. That's what summoned the spider from verse 42. And that's how the spider from verse 42 bit Miles.
Interesting.
Okay. I didn't even think about it like that.
Jeezy is speechless right now. You did it.
Oh,
No.
Why was Miguel mad at him the entire time though? I mean, it wasn't his fault he got bit by the spider.
I mean, because he's a compromise. He's like, he shouldn't be. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
He act like he shouldn't be. That nigga created a serum and then injected himself. If anybody doesn't belong, it's that nigga. Honestly.
It's all canon events, bro.
it's
Nah,
like in events.
Miguel didn't even get bit by anything.
Bro, Miguel is.
But he's not
That
a-
nigga's just Captain America.
Nah, but we'll probably learn
Not
about him
Spider-Man.
and all the Spider-Verse in the next movie some more. But so far, it's like if he lets Miles go and do his own shit, then the whole multiverse could get destroyed. Like, according
He's
to
an
him,
anomaly.
he's
He's an
gonna learn
anomaly.
more. So they have to catch him and let the canon event that has to happen in his universe, like the dad dying. It has to happen. He
I
is
think
not
that
allowed
nigga's
to stop it.
lying.
I feel
My
like
question.
We'll learn more about it.
But what will happen if he doesn't really say? Because obviously, his whole universe is gonna collapse. Like literally, if the canon event is disrupted, like
I feel like he's just talking shit, bro. I feel
That
like
nigga's
I feel
lying.
like
could be
he-
too.
there's definitely like a ulterior motive, I guess, or like something going on behind the scene. 'Cause it's not as simple as that. If it was that simple, I feel like he wouldn't be like so aggressive and telling you like you don't belong and things like that. Like it's probably something like deep within him that he did in the past. But maybe like even like losing that entire world and losing his family, like he maybe still feels kind of like just some type of way or something like that. So maybe like seeing Miles like going to such far lengths to protect his, and he's kind of like succeeding in it a little bit. Because the only one that Miles, I mean, he did lose Uncle Aaron, but I don't know. I feel like he's just a little bit just jealous or something. Something going
Jez,
on.
I get your point, but then again, you're really calling Miguel, like you're really saying Miguel is overreacting over the chance of the entire multiverse.
The
being
thing is, like
Wait,
the only actual version that we know of a universe getting destroyed is like came from just Miguel. We didn't see the Indian Spider-Man universe get destroyed. They were stopping that shit.
right. Spider-Man India survived. Because he was a
Exactly.
part of the band at the end, which means it's possible for it not to.
Which means it's not even that big of a fucking deal. I mean, like, I understand, like, the possibility of a universe destroying is, like, there if you change something. But, I mean, if they wanted to really hammer in how dangerous it was, then that whole universe should have been just destroyed instantly right there. But, like, they all came out like, it's not that big a deal, and started stopping it immediately.
I guess it would also explain why there are
God.
so many weird Spider-Man in the, that Miguel chose. There's a straight up Spider-Man popsicle there. Like, what is the canon event
Yeah.
of Spider-Man popsicle?
My girl was talking about that too. She was like, "Why the hell?" Because like, you can't even see the popsicle either unless like you really like zoom in. But they had like every Spider-Man in that damn movie. It's actually really insane. Like
How are
everyone.
niggas pausing the movie and shit to see that?
I have no idea. It's like a little speck on the screen.
Yeah,
Just
or
saying.
probably still.
My
currently
question.
probably-
Recorded.
My question. How is Miles getting bitten not a canon event then? Because
No.
how do we go off what's canon or not? So
Exactly. That
if
nigga's
Miles
lying.
wasn't canon, how are we supposed to how is he Spider-Man then? Shouldn't his universe have technically started getting destroyed when Miles got bit?
That is true. That's true.
Oh, wow.
I didn't think about that.
And they were saying the canon
He's
events can be just
capping.
fucking avoided because what's his name? Gwen's dad ended up changing his fucking thing. Like he quit. He was
That's
supposed
true
to
as
die.
well.
Is that canon? Is
No,
That's the thing now.
because her leaving wasn't canon. She was supposed to stay in the universe. There's no way that
Oh,
her joining the
something's
fucking
going on.
time core was
Something's going
canon.
Because someone
Maybe it is
said
canon, we don't know.
Someone said
Might
in
be.
every Spider-Verse, a police captain dies, i.e., Miles' dad, and Uncle Ben, quote unquote, dies, which is, their Miles is Uncle Aaron, Gwen's Peter Parker, Peter Parker's Uncle Ben. So
Mhm.
there was a disruption in Gwen's because her dad was supposed to die.
And nothing happened.
I mean, I guess it depends. I wouldn't. Maybe it's like Miles and the other Miles changing their, roles or abilities isn't that bad as long as the deaths still happen. And Miles, now that he knows about this death coming, he wants to stop it. And if he stops it, maybe that's like I don't know, the
Wait.
point of no return. I have no idea.
And Gwen didn't
So-
even have Uncle Ben. She had
Wait, hold on, wait.
No,
So-
Gwen lost Peter.
Let's. I'm thinking about it. Maybe Gwen joining the Strike Force. Maybe that actually was canon. Maybe it was canon. I don't know because actually it might not be because that
If it was
Vulture was supposed to be
canon-
here in the first
If
place.
it was canon, Miguel wouldn't have pushed back on it so much.
Yeah, because
The black woman had to like convince him to be like, all right.
Exactly.
Because he follows
Okay,
that
so yeah.
model to the T. Like whatever that girl is, I'd be like he'd be floating around. He follows it to the T. That's why Miles was mad. Cause Miles like, so we're all following this fucking robot. We're not thinking for ourselves. So it's like whatever she says, he probably just like listens to it. So it must have. If it was really canon, then he would have like, oh well, come in. Like yeah, here's your watch. Like he was like, nah, I don't want to take care. I want to take care of her. It wasn't until like like her identity is revealed and all that. And she was like falling apart. With, oh, yeah, I guess I'll take you in now. So.
Oh god, now I'm getting confused, man.
Oh
Is it-
shit! Y'all gave me an idea. I gotta find a sound bite right quick.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
Now,
hell
whatever.
no.
But as I said, the third movie is gonna answer, hopefully, a lot of these questions.
I
'Cause
hope
as I
it
said,
do.
possibly
Most
he's lying.
likely.
We don't know about everything about the multiverse yet, and about canon events. Like it was still not explored enough. So that's why it's a trilogy. And
Yeah.
but yeah,
I go-
it would, as I said, also explain the weird Spider-Man. And I don't know if one of you sent it to me, but I saw a TikTok where people were like talking shit about the Lego Spider-Man, but then I learned that if it's the Lego Spider-Man from the games, then he also beat Galactus, so I guess
What?
he should be there.
He beat
Nah,
Galactus?
Nah,
Yes.
he's broken.
Just
Yeah,
him?
the Lego in the
No, he's
Lego
broken.
Spider-Man.
Solo
Lego
him.
Spider-Man
What the
from games, he beats
Yes.
all the villains alone.
Yeah, he's broken.
Why didn't
Like,
they
you
call that
understand-
nigga to be on the team?
He is on the team.
He was in the movie that one single part.
Yeah,
He
might
was
be
not
like,
chasing. He could have easily caught Miles.
It might be like he's broken in his verse, but like when he goes to like the main, they're just going, he's a Lego. They might just step on him a little. But Miguel did say some shit like, "Yo, you're one of our best ones." So I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Why didn't they call that nigga to come catch Miles?
He's a Lego minifigure. He's a
Might be-
mini.
There was a damn
He might be
popsicle stick chasing that nigga. I don't give a fuck about no damn Lego.
What
He might be in the
cat?
third movie.
The dinosaur.
Yeah,
The
they
dinosaur,
have
I
a
saw
car.
lore for the dinosaur.
The
I thought
dinosaur
that's
canon
the
event
lore.
is just the meteors.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
meteor, yeah.
Cat, and as I said, I sent it to you, I think, Jez, right? Like the cat canon event is fucking Shane Dawson.
Oh hell!
What
no.
the
Oh my
fuck?
god! Oh my god!
Oh hell
They said-
no.
They said that's referencing the kind of the same cat that's in the Miles video game. I think Peter's video game too. Both of them, like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
cat that's at the bodega. That's the same, or like
yeah.
something like that. Like that's like the same cat. Just
No,
like
it's
different
referencing you. There's a skin where a cat can be inside your backpack wearing a Spider-Man mask.
Fire ass skin.
Yeah.
They referenced to everything. How'd you feel about all the cameos then? Like with
Loved them.
with
Loved
everything.
them.
how you feel about Like, I guess we can talk about Prowler and Donald Glover too, but like just seeing all the Spider-Man like on this one screen is like that's actually insane.
Wait, but one
Yeah.
thing I have to criticize, sorry, one thing, and then I'm gonna let you talk. One thing they definitely fumbled was the use of the PS4 Spider-Man. There just had to be a moment where above Miles' head, the circle and
He would have
triangle
died.
symbol would appear.
Oh my god.
And they would have killed him. What the? He's insanely broken.
Bro, they fumbled.
Nah, Spider-Man.
Would
that
no,
man-
he would have died. Somebody probably suggested that. They're like, nigga, we are not doing that shit.
I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, but triangle and circle.
Nah, man.
He be murdering niggas in this game.
He's number one. Lego Man probably number 2 in the verse. I ain't gonna hold you.
What?
What happened? What the PS4 Spider-Man? He was murdering people.
Oh,
in
yeah.
the game, you don't see the moves he be doing to niggas? He be suplexing them into
canonically,
concrete.
He isn't killing canonically.
Oh my
He isn't
god.
killing canonically.
Not canonically. They start twitching and shit. There's no way that nigga survived that shit.
Literally.
Bro, he be
Literally.
throwing them off.
Strong ass nigga.
Off of buildings. They be flying off, be like, ah.
And they be doing, I be seeing videos of niggas doing combos for like 35 minutes. Just flying off a fucking building. Them niggas are not
Arkham
surviving that
games are
shit.
just the same. Batman does unspeakable things to people. You know they are dead, but they are.
I've already came to
alive.
terms that niggas die inside this shit. They just want to say they don't.
I don't think
definitely
they.
die.
I don't think they die, but they're like paralyzed for life. Like they can't walk no more after getting thrown the
Nah,
fucking concrete. with your head.
Spider-Man
Bro,
pulls
did you
sewer
play
grates
Arkham
out of the ground and
Asylum?
throws it at niggas. That shit is not surviving that.
Did you play Arkham Asylum? Everyone there is a Batman victim, and they're like, I can't wait to come out and beat Batman up. Like, bro, he beat the brakes off. And he went
Yeah, like, why are you trying to get around to it, that
It's
nigga?
actually insane.
Like, you be snapping their bones. I'm like, I don't know. I'm cool.
You be doing
Yeah.
cinder block
By the
punches
way,
and shit.
remember
Cinder
Superior
blocks.
Spider-Man does exist. So I don't know if he was a part of that little clique, which I hope he's not, but Superior Spider-Man like punched Scorpion in the jaw so hard it flew straight off.
Is Superior
Oh,
Spider-Man the
hell
cartoon?
Superior Spider-Man is when Doc Ock stole his body, Peter died, and then Doc Ock became
Who is the
Spider-Man.
who is the cartoon? Is that Spectacular Spider-Man? The cartoon Spider-Man?
Yeah, it's spectacular.
Yeah, that was
yeah.
spectacular. I missed
I
that
don't, I,
cartoon.
don't, I don't think Ultimate was in there.
No, they're saying Ultimate
no.
Spider-Man was Miles, cause he beat all them niggas.
Ultimate is Miles.
Yeah.
Nah, Spectacular
Now, imagine-
Spider-Man. I heard it. They said that his TV show was like goated as fuck too. It just didn't get like a long enough like standing to like. I think they canceled it or some
They
shit. They said
canceled
that TV show was good as fuck too.
They didn't get a season
For
three.
Miles?
Imagine still.
But his
They be
voice
canceling
actor
all of it.
came out and said that he would have been on Miguel's team. Because apparently inside the cartoon, like he wanted to give up his powers because he didn't want somebody to die or some shit like that.
Yeah, he did. Like they were showing some cool clips from that shit. I mean, no way they canceled this show. This shit still be airing. I don't know. They just
Which
hate
show?
money, I guess. Spectacular Spider-Man.
Ah, okay. Because
No, because niggas don't focus on him until after it ends. Like, yeah, it had his fan base, but it wasn't like everybody's watching that shit like they want to make it seem.
That's
If
true.
that's true. It wouldn't have been canceled.
That's true.
And I mean,
But what
I
you say?
guess, it's not. It's probably not even worth mentioning, but I guess I could, because the second main criticism, as expected, was people hating on Miles for being Miles. I guess.
What?
For being black?
I mean, yes, it all
What?
comes down to it. You already
Uh,
know. It's the classic
hate
thing. I mean,
black
I just
people.
have
What?
to mention.
They hate it because he's black?
Yes.
Obviously,
Hate
because
Yeah.
Peter Parker is the only real Spider-Man. Everything after that is a cheap copy for money and whatnot. Like, you know.
What?
And Stan Lee saying everyone can wear a mask is now, being criticized as it doesn't make sense and all that shit. Like
That movie literally proved. So they're not mad at fucking the T-Rex being Spider-Man, but they're mad at a black nigga being Spider-Man?
obviously
Yeah, they laughed at that one. They saw Miles.
put in Spider-Man Lotus and no one complains, but Miles.
Nah, everybody complained about that shit. They keep saying, what would happen if that nigga was in
Lotus in the movie?
it? That nigga would have. He'd have been chasing Miles going crazy.
Lotus would be in there right next with Miguel.
Miguel,
chasing-
yes. He'd be his fucking right hand man. I want to see what that movie would have been like. 'Cause that nigga was
Oh.
racist as shit.
Wait, who was
Yeah,
who
he
was
got
the
exposed way too early.
who was the Ben Riley? Ben Riley, like
That's
the one that.
Scarlet Spider.
So like, what's his like? I think I saw some
He
TikTok
was
about
a
like
clone.
I heard he was like pretty close with Peter. I guess not like not Miles. That makes sense. I guess close with Peter.
No, he's
Not
close.
Miles,
Yeah,
never
he's
mind.
close to Peter. Yeah, Miles
Never
isn't Peter Parker, so that's why everybody's like, I guess, getting mad. Because like the one nigga that's not Peter Parker just destroys every Peter Parker in the universe.
Yeah.
I do like that. 'Cause I haven't noticed, but I found it recently that because Miles, there was like different Spider-Man before him, obviously, but he was like kind of started like a whole new wave of something like different, like more unique Spider-Man. Because the girl that was in the wheelchair that was upside down, and I think she hit him with like crutch joke or whatever, like that joke that she said. They said like she was a fan favorite one that was made after Miles came, like after his like first comic or whatever.
Yeah.
So like,
Y'all
I feel like it opens the doors for a lot of stuff.
Y'all think Ghost Spider's gonna be in the next one?
Ghost Spider.
Okay, and he's like got a skull that's on fire and a white and black
Oh,
suit.
I
yeah.
know.
He's trying to use his suit in the PS4
Hell nah.
version.
That probably is Ghost. They probably got this all under one thing.
See, the thing is, it
Whoa,
would
it
be cool
looks
to have
crazy.
Ghost Spider there, but I feel like the next movie is gonna have, hopefully, a lot of different Miles versions. That would be dope.
That would be insane.
Yeah. But I mean, not all
But that-
Miles are supposed to be Spider-Man though.
I mean,
Like,
Miles.
I don't
Miles
think any of
can
them are supposed to be Spider-Man.
That's what I was
I mean-
thinking. So does that mean there's like multiple Miguels and stuff like that too, not just Peter Parkers? I mean, yeah, there is then because he took that one's place. Okay, never mind.
Mhm.
But he wasn't a Spider-Man though in his place, right? The one that he took over. That was just a regular guy because he got
Miguel?
stabbed, right, or whatever.
That was just regularly Miguel, but the one
Yeah.
that replaced him was Spider-Man.
Interesting.
Miguel
So he-
is canonically Spider-Man though. Miles,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think. I think they're trying to say Miguel's is canonically Spider-Man and Miles isn't.
I mean,
But
look,
for-
Because
Miles-
like he got
Miles
bitten
even
by a
following
spider
it.
that wasn't even inside of his universe.
But for Miguel, the one he took over, but that guy was a normal one, right? The one that got stabbed, the one
Yeah,
he took
that
over.
universe that he went to. I mean, it never said that he wasn't Spider-Man, but I think people are assuming.
There is no Spider-Man. He was supposed to be Spider-Man.
How did
There was no
Peter B.
Spider-Man in
Parker
that
get
universe.
there?
I don't know. He was
He's,
helping him too. I don't know.
wait, what do you mean?
Wait, where? Get
He
where?
was
How did he get where?
whenever it was showing the flashback of what happened in Miguel's universe after he took the guy's place. Like Peter B. Parker
I don't
was
think that
there
was-
saving him.
Was that him? Was
Yeah,
that-
Yeah.
was that
yeah,
Parker?
because he whenever he told the story, he looked at Peter B. and was like, "He helped me."
He was like, "Yes." He was like, "You're right." But that's why he's even there in the first place. I feel like. But the thing is, like that's a good question though, because like we haven't really talked about like why Peter was there. Like that's why there's definitely an ulterior motive, like we've been saying, because there's no way all this shit's happened. Because like how did they form a secret society? Like why was Peter there? Because that mean Peter was jumping through portals too with him? Like I don't know. It's very interesting.
They say
Well-
his first one was the guy in the post-credit scene for Into the Spider-Verse.
Oh, that was funny.
Yeah.
Pointing at each other. Like, why are you pointing? Why are you pointing at me? That was
Yeah.
funny. I like him. It was funny.
I love that.
Miguel started the secret society after the end of the first Into the Spider-Verse. Because remember, they fired off the collider, but they changed its settings like, how many Spider-Men were there? Like 4 or 5 different times, which is what's kind of started the anomalies and stuff happening. So at that point, Miguel was starting to go world to world to world to clean the shit up. So I'm guessing all the shit happened somewhere in between all of that happening. So that was what, a year's time in 4 months?
Yeah.
This might be a stretch, but I'm thinking, I don't know, it might be a stretch though. But the Miguel that was shot, I don't know, I might be wrong. That could be the Miguel that was in the post credit post credit scenes of the first movie, because they're two different Miguels and they both look different. You feel me? Like they may or may not be the same person,
I mean, he maybe just bulked up.
or that, yeah. I don't know those. Those are like
Went to
two
the
different
gym real
Miguels.
Why would he bulk up though? He's Spider-Man.
Because he's
Why
got
not?
to be stronger.
Because the nigga
He's
already he's
not
naturally
really-
stronger than the
Wait,
entire
No,
world.
he's like 50% Spider-Man. You feel me?
Wait,
He's like 50%
Bro, that nigga
Spider-Man.
Peter B. Parker was a fat ass in the first one. That nigga was still beating everybody's ass.
He's 100% Spider-Man. Miguel isn't really like the same Spider-Man as Parker is.
He's not 50% though. He's not mixed.
He had to bulk up, you know. Maybe he has TikTok. He knows about the thirst traps.
Oh.
And if I were
You're just talking about
Spider-Man,
that
I
nigga's
would also do the
ass.
same thing.
wait. I'm gonna let Jeezy cook. Jeezy, I'm gonna let you cook. Answer me this question, right? And I'm gonna side with you no matter what everyone else says. All right? You heard?
Okay.
All right.
Word.
So similar characters have like close enough appearances, right? Like Peter B. Parker and Miles as Peter had the exact same suit. What stops
Right.
that Miguel and the one we see from being the same? Like, what makes that Miguel potentially Spider-Man if their suits are
This
different?
one. This is
So
'Cause-
the end of the first one, his suit was different than the one in Across Spider-Verse,
right.
and it could have just been yada yada resources. But why are their suits different?
I was saying that because there's obviously like different Peter Parkers, right? And they all have different suits too. Not just the Peter B. Parker and Miles Parker, but just like other Peter.
Who's Miles Parker?
You know? The one with the blonde hair. The one with the blonde hair.
Oh, Miles.
Ben Reilly.
Miles is Spider-Man.
His
I
Oh,
thought
that
there was a nigga named Miles Parker. Who the fuck is that nigga?
We're seeing him in the next movie.
Hell no.
yeah. He probably exists too.
no.
It's impossible.
Mixed and shit.
Well, so you're just
my
saying
God.
since they have different suits, it might be different ones?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, but I could be wrong though. It's a thought.
See, Miles also has a new suit. Checkmate.
Because he can't just.
That's true.
Shit, you're right. He can't just change his suit. Yeah.
Yeah, like, you know,
I mean,
go
the
to
thing is,
gym,
like,
bulk up, get an upgrade.
Who else does that nigga even
Just
have
like
on his
me.
team? It's just gonna be Miguel fighting Miles. That's it.
The
There's
rest
no way
of
they're
the
gonna make
Spider-
that pregnant girl do that shit.
No, they have Jess and Ben Riley. Actually, Ben Riley's gone. He went to next.
That nigga, yeah, he got teleported back. All he has is the
Yeah, he
pregnant
got
woman,
teleported back.
and she's not gonna fight anybody.
I don't know,
Especially
Miguel
in
might
that
solo.
universe? Hell no.
Yo, strong.
Miguel
I
might
think
solo.
there's probably gonna be some other like introduced like secondary villains or people who probably like agree with that we haven't seen yet. Most likely, I think.
Yeah. So the thing is that I'm like still unsure of is how do they even beat the Spot at this point? Because I mean,
There is no beating him.
Somebody was saying,
People-
was it the
people
Galactic
said, like, the-
Spider-Man?
yeah, what I was about to say, like, the Galactic Spider-Man comes to mind, but that would really be a cop out. Like,
Yeah.
That'd be lame. This is probably some broken ass like.
like, yeah, we have him, right? Like, we can fix this issue.
Yeah.
No,
Snap his
No.
fingers.
Needs to be locked onto. I mean, Paul was saying that too when we watched it. Right after we watched it, he's like, "I want Miles to be the forefront, though. We don't need like I know Gwen's bringing her whole group and stuff, and they could bring other like strong Spider-Man to help too. But it needs to be like the focus needs to be on Miles. Obviously, it can't just be us.
Miguel
About.
wouldn't go this wild if it were that easy to beat the Spot.
Yeah,
Right? Like he if it were that easy, he would have just instead of being mad at Miles, just said, Galactic Spider-Man, do your thing. But it's probably not possible like that.
I don't know. I still think Miguel's lying because, like, even though they know Spot is insanely broken now, Miguel's main focus is still, no, we have to stop Miles. Like, nigga, no, there's a huge-ass multiversal villain forming. Go stop that nigga. And
That is
nobody's
true.
caring about that nigga.
because he's like, yeah, let him kill your dad. Okay, so after he kills his dad, then what? He's just gonna
then
chill.
what? That nigga's not gonna
He
stop.
won't stop. He's not
He's gonna start blowing up at it because he can leave. He can go to any world on an instant. He can make his own portals and stuff. We should all be focusing on him. We're all smart ass niggas anyways. Like I don't understand. Like that is true. I didn't even think about that. That's interesting.
I think Miguel's working like one step at a time though, which he shouldn't be. Because I think like his main focus is to just cage up Miles for like a few days, like he was trying to do before he started running, and then go after Spot like on his own without Miles, and then handle him later. I don't know what he's trying to do, but he could be multitasking at the same time too. But who knows?
No, I think he playing both sides or some shit. I think by the middle of the next movie, the real Miguel gonna come out like, bro, what the?
It's Morbius.
No, hell no.
It has to be Morbius, right?
Morbius.
They might reference Morbius or some shit like that, but ain't no way they're gonna do anything else like that.
You know, it doesn't even make a lot of sense. But what if they get in this one Spider-Man that isn't technically a Spider-Man, but he still counts as one? He was like bitten by a radioactive spider, but instead of getting powers, he got a fucking virus and looked like some, I don't know, fucking mutant monster and died. I want to
A
see
spider?
him in the next
Oh.
movie. I want to
What
see
you talking
him.
about?
What was that?
What spider is that?
He's from
It's
the
not-
universe where everything is the worst outcome.
The man spider?
Oh,
Like fucking
No.
Who was it? Or maybe like Toki. Do you know more about it?
I know about Man Spider where he gets bitten and he just becomes an actual fucking spider.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Because I remember he was temporarily featured in the 90s
Ew.
Spider-Man show.
Ah, not
But-
that.
Not that one.
he looks
Yeah,
terrifying.
Yeah, I learned about it like recently. There is a comic. I don't know if it's that popular, but it is. It shows like like some of the worst outcomes. Like fucking like who was it? Hawkeye. Hawkeye is in the universe, right? Hawkeye gets executed at some point. Fucking like other heroes just die tragically or some shit. And Spider-Man has this like instead of getting spider powers, he just he gets a virus, mutates and dies. So it's like
What the
more
fuck?
realistic. I just want to see him. It's more like it is kind of what would happen if a radioactive spider bites you IRL. Like you
That's
will
not
not
true. You
become.
don't
Why,
know
why do you
that.
want to see that nigga?
You don't know that though.
Yes,
Some
Jess,
some
you will not become.
Why just
Spider-Man.
randomly
you don't
think
know
of
that though. You don't know that.
Crazy. It's crazy.
Trust me, bro. I am the source.
Fuck no.
Source of why'd you randomly bring that up? What the fuck?
Because I want to see him, man. I
Fuck
wanna
that
see
nigga.
I want to see some Spider-Man that have it worse
But-
than Miles.
Nah, but you said he
Worse.
died. So how would he come in this? He would like to show his grave? I don't get it. What do you mean?
No. Show
What?
him when he's still alive, bro. You know
What?
I mean? You saw
No.
no.
Miles don't even have it bad. That nigga still got both of his parents. What's bad about Miles' life? And he
Not
goes to
for
a private
Not
school.
Not anymore.
That's the thing. His dad's supposed to die.
But his life is chilling right now. Like he's able to be a fucking annoying teenager. That's how good his life
This is how he
is.
beats him. He just gives the spot that one virus he has, and then he dies.
What the? You just want like the worst possible plot line for this next
No.
movie.
Don't put that nigga in the writing room at all. Fuck no.
Let me be one of the authors. Marvel, if you hear this.
Hell
Sony,
No, he's
No,
like,
man,
put the
no.
triangle
I
and
got
circle
so
above
many-
Miles'
I got
head.
so many ideas. I got so many ideas. And I have 40 jokes.
Why
per
do you
day.
why do you have so many just thoughts of how the movie's gonna end? Let them cook, nigga.
I don't get it, man. I don't get it.
I don't either. I don't know what he trying to cook.
Nah.
Absolutely
No,
fucking not.
if I later on find the post with the pictures, I'm gonna send it to you in the
Don't
Discord.
send us nothing, please. I'm trying to chill, sir. I know they're different make a
Let them
slapper.
cook. Let them cook. I'm trying to eat what they cooking. I'm trying to eat what they cooking.
They might delay it or whatever, but I mean, it's probably gonna come. It's probably gonna come out next year, maybe like end of next year, most likely, like in the fall, maybe the summer. It's no way it's coming out in March though. But I can't wait for that fucking movie. That shit be fire. Can't wait.
Have y'all seen the voice actor say that he wants to play the IRL Miles too, and they got on his ass?
Yeah,
I
that's
saw
nice.
that everyone roasted him.
Yeah.
Damn.
He didn't even say. He was just like, I'm just gonna slim down, just be available to like audition for the role. If I get it, I get it. I don't. Be like, oh, you're old.
They start
You're
going
30.
crazy on him.
You're 35. You're not even Hispanic enough. Like,
35?
bro,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know
He's
how
30
it
or
is.
some shit.
Way.
Black don't crack. We all know this. Come on now.
Wait, for real?
Yes,
Yeah.
bro.
Man,
He,
hard,
it's the
though.
same nigga that was inside Dope. Jeezy, have you seen Dope with ASAP Rocky in it?
Yeah, I seen dope.
It's the
Yeah,
main
that's him,
character,
yeah.
the nigga with the box, bro.
Oh, he's
Hey, how old
28.
is he
I'm
when he made that
tripping. He's
movie?
28. He's 28. He's 28. He's
Oh, I'm
28.
about to say,
I'm tripping. He's 28. He's 28.
like he looked young in that movie. Like he was my age.
Yeah, he's probably, that was like 10 years ago. He's probably like 17, 18.
Yeah, most likely. Yeah, Dope came out 2015. Yeah, so about like 8 years ago. So yeah, he was like 20, 19, 20. But I mean, like, I don't know. I think people, even if like for Gwen, like people just have like they just want to cast someone that looks like the character, not even know if they can act or not. So I don't know. And low key, I don't know, cause
They should get
They
the
might-
dude that played dude in Bel Air.
Who?
I
Oh,
can't
that.
say the things he's saying. I'm
Carl?
sorry.
He sucks.
Yeah, why are you so far away from your mic?
What you mean? I'm not.
Your mic's
Oh,
so
no.
crazy.
You sound like
washed
you sound like underwater.
I bet you my camera might doing it again. Oh, it did. It switched. Because it's unplugged. My fault.
Yeah, it's been like the past like 15 minutes.
Oh wait, is it called Marvel Ruins? Hold on.
Nigga,
No, you're
no
still
way you're
looking
still
up
looking at
that-
that bullshit. Stop.
Is it better?
the Marvel Whovilles, what'd you say?
Marvel Ruins.
That's don't ever look that bullshit up again.
Whoa,
What are
Nah,
you looking up?
No, look.
This should look crazy. Oh
Look at the-
no.
see, I'm posting a picture. The people watching or listening, I know Apollo is not ever gonna put
Who
this
is
in the
that?
things, so you just
I can
Ew.
just show the screen.
Is that Hellraiser?
That shit look ugly as hell. I don't even want to show that bullshit.
A
that's
science
Peter.
major, know-it-all weasel, kid messed up a college experiment, got bitten by a spider he irritated, got infected, ready to rattle with a raging mutant virus. What the? Look how
Pinhead,
crazy he look.
and he is technically Spider-Man. Technically,
Pinhead.
What? Why's his name Weasel? The fuck?
no idea.
No idea.
I
No,
That's a-
that's not his name. It's like a title. They're calling him a weasel.
Oh yeah.
Problem.
Again, like,
Why do you want to see him inside this
Not
shit?
Verb.
Why wouldn't you want to see him inside?
Look at him. That's
He's
why.
ugly as hell.
What is
Why you-
that?
Hey, they'll
How
probably
How do you
change-
even know
they'll
about that
probably
nigga?
change-
TikTok. You
They'll
know the
probably
way.
change his
What's his
line.
purpose in the verse? What's his purpose in the Spider
To
Verse?
die.
one has
There is
a
no
purpose.
purpose. What are you talking?
Yeah, no. Yeah, no.
No. Bro, they have a ruins for every character. Look at Magneto getting this like washed by metal right here. This is crazy. I'm out of here.
Oh yeah. Everyone kind of gets like a fucking weird ass death, but it's
Dude.
it's more on the realistic side.
Dies to
It's
his
not
own power.
realistic. I feel like Spider-Man really exists. He's just chilling, vibing right now, cooling. He and Manhattan bringing in that nasty ass New York. You're like, oh, damn, I gotta get out of this city. He can't
No,
leave.
but-
That's a city.
Like
I bet you if
Honestly-
somebody in today's age got spider powers, bro, they'd be a villain, bro.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He would
trying
not
to
be a
save
villain.
They'd
them,
be a
bro.
fucking good guy.
Not at all.
Yeah. that's
Why
right.
would they be? There's no reason to be.
He
Oh,
was
God.
taking money, just doing all kinds of crazy
Like,
shit.
what crazy crime do y'all ever hear about? This like Spider-Man level? Not really. You just hear niggas
Nothing.
getting robbed, maybe. I mean, I'm not stopping that shit.
The most he could probably do is stop a shooting.
You probably do. I mean,
Even
yeah,
then,
honestly.
I mean, like that's some like I don't really hear too many shootings in New York. There's other places.
you can stop basically anything as Spider-Man as long as it's not like super big, but nothing like that ever happens. Like you won't be stopping any wars, but
Yes,
You might
yeah.
start wars, honestly.
They just use him for wars. They just use him as like
other
a
countries
biological
find out
weapon.
that Spider-Man exists, they're gonna immediately exploit that shit.
Yeah.
God, do research. Like
bro,
they own
but
Spider-Man.
for real, this
Absolutely, yeah,
Marvel
exactly.
Spider-Man, never show the
They own
multiverse to the Marvel
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
He gonna
They're gonna be
gonna
broken
get
as
somebody in
hell.
lab. Gonna get somebody in lab. Test subject.
Absolutely. I'm a
Oh, this shit was kill my ass.
What the fuck? I'd be
Nah, but
mad
it's
as
kinda
hell.
ass. Imagine there's a multiverse and you specifically live in the universe where where there's either no spider to bite you, or the spider fucking kills you.
What the
That's-
fuck?
Never, never show the multiverse to those people. Never.
That is some Venture Bros
Oh,
level
man.
shit. If y'all have heard of the Adventure Bros.
I'd be mad as shit.
Imagine getting Human Torch powers, but instead of controlling it, you set yourself on fire and just stay on fire.
What?
That's
That's like a manga, right?
Fire punch.
Yeah, that one, yeah. That shit was ass.
Whatever. But as a whole, because we digressed, movie, it's still fire. People said, give it a week or so, it's gonna fall off.
No.
It didn't. Okay, it didn't fall
Well,
off.
I watched it
I hate
twice, bro.
niggas, bro.
I watched it. Like I don't watch no movies twice, but I watched that shit twice. That shit, I don't know. It got better with the
Yeah,
second time. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, first time you might miss a
Yeah,
lot.
because you're able to
second
just
time,
like
Yeah.
pay
like,
attention to
the
shit.
details. As I said, still we're gonna do a tier list at some point as well, like whenever it's uploaded. But I'm telling you right now, Across the Spider-Verse, in my opinion, still the best Spider-Man movie. It doesn't even change. Like I don't even think in a month or even in a year, as long as
No,
nothing
I don't-
better drops.
I don't disagree.
Uh,
And Tom
I don't-
Holland wilding out. So this might be the last Spider-Man movie.
What do you mean? What do you
Tom,
say?
Tom Holland
That
is
nigga
never
said,
getting.
that nigga said if they
on
don't
the
cook
Across
up
the
a good
Spider-Verse
plot
level.
for Spider-Man 4, he's not doing it.
Oh
my
yeah, he
God.
did. Yeah, but I mean, because the thing is, I think he's like, probably tired of just being like the scene is only the Spider-Man. Like anytime he does any other
Bro,
role, he
you're
don't give
not
a
gonna-
fuck.
You're not
Oh, God,
gonna
Spider-Man every
be
time.
known as anything else other than just Spider-Man.
See,
Yeah.
You chose the
See,
most
for me-
popular character in the world.
if they make a fourth Tom Holland movie and Zendaya gets her memories back, not
They
gonna lie,
fried.
where's Tom Holland?
They fried the movie. They
Wait,
fried that shit.
Didn't they make him like a second trilogy? Like
Yeah.
another
Yeah,
trilogy?
yeah, it's supposed to be in
That's what-
college.
Yeah, that's what we thought. But I
Fucking
cause we thought
trash.
we thought he signed the contract or something too. But I guess he came out like in that interview. He was like, "No, if they don't cook, I'm not coming." I'm like, "What the fuck?"
It's gonna be garbage. Two
So-
trilogies,
That
like
nigga's-
bro.
It'd be the first time ever too. But I mean, it could work. They have a lot of other characters. I heard they might try to bring like Silken or like another like their version of Gwen or some shit.
Man,
They could
they
cook.
gonna-
Spider-Man
they gonna make
has
that-
so many love interests. Like they better not fucking bring MJ back.
They ain't gonna make that little Disney Plus series. They ain't gonna be.
If
They do if they do that, it's over. It's actually over.
God, Spider-Man is done
Oh
for.
my
Not so watching that
His
TV
Spider-Man.
series.
If it's
Yeah,
actually
his
Disney
Spider-Man,
Plus
yeah.
series, oh fuck.
Who are the
Disney
other love
So,
interests aside from Gwen though? Gwen, MJ,
Black
and
Cat.
Black Cat. Too,
Oh, we need a Black Spider-Man and Black Cat movie. Like
yeah. That
I
should
won't
be
say never
fire.
one, but kind of morally
yeah, I
gray.
think Miles Morales live action seems realistic, but then again, it's definitely not gonna do the same numbers as the other Spider-Man movies.
I was
Just
no,
because
no.
I think it
I
will.
feel like
Yeah,
this is the
you
peak
think
of
so?
Miles Morales right now. I can't
Because,
see
I mean,
anything trying to beat this shit.
Realistically,
feel that's
Peter
true,
Parker
that's
is
true.
still the OG, and people would rather watch the OG than other Spider-Man. It's like it's same with Captain America. Like Captain America is gone, then we have a new Captain America, kinda. And he's not as popular. Like why would he? Why would he be? So Miles Morales live action is gonna happen, but probably not. I don't know. I want to say not in the near future, but with Marvel, they just pump
They love
those movies
money.
out
Yeah, they do
quickly,
love
so I don't
money.
know.
They love doing that shit. I think people just hate the passing of mantles, especially when it's like to someone who's not like the original character. Like even like Ant-Man might be passing it down to his daughter. Like people just don't like shit. They don't like. They hate that shit. Like I don't know.
No, because like every black character we have is the fucking passing of a mantle right now. The
That's
War
true,
Machine
yeah.
got passed down from Iron Man. Captain America got passed down from Cap. And then they're saying that Tom Holland's gonna pass down his mantle to the Miles inside his movie.
That shit gonna
But
be
we
ass.
can't we
if they
can't
do
ever
that
have our
shit.
own shit.
Just
It's gonna be
end it.
ass. It's gonna be ass.
And the passing down mental stuff isn't even that hated on always. Like maybe I'm wrong, but like whenever it's, for example, DC Batman and with Robin and Red Hood, like people love it. Like people love those characters.
I
It's not
mean
like they hate them.
DC like a whole different like fan base entirely. I feel like
That's
them,
like
they have to be
the
happy about that
Robins
shit.
are established though. Like we know that Robin's gonna get passed down mantles. Like they be surprising us with who be passing down mantles inside MCU.
That's true.
'Cause, like I don't think Captain America. I mean, unless the comics, of course, but
I mean, no one ever reads the comics. Like,
yeah,
let's
I
be
mean, like
real.
75% of the MCU fan base has never read a fucking comic book in their life.
DC fans do read the comics. I feel like, or many of them. MCU, like they don't care.
I read
MCU
something that
is
said
only-
that even the name DC Comics don't even make fucking sense because the C in DC means comics. So it just stands for Dick Comic Comic.
Giving me
No
some
way.
Chinese vibe.
Yes. And they said it stands for Dick Comic Comic and it stands for the Detective Comics, but that's only for Batman. It's like, what the fuck are they doing?
No, I gotta look this up. I promise.
I
Don't look it
promise.
up. Don't look it up.
What
Just trust
what
it.
does DC stand for?
Dick. That's what it stands for. And
Oh god, Detective Comics.
Detective Comics.
It's so stupid.
They don't make any
I'm
fucking
hyped for the
sense.
next movie in the
I can't wait for
Detective
Flash to
Comics
be
universe.
ass. Can we do the same panel for Flash too, please? I can't wait.
Yes.
That shit
Oh
comes
my
out
God.
next week.
I don't think I'm gonna watch it though. I'm not watching that movie though. I ain't gonna
I'm
hold you.
for
scared for
sure
that
watching
movie.
it.
Jazz, look
I'm
at
cool.
you're gonna watch it, okay?
I mean, we already know what the
I'm
fucking
actually
enemy
not.
is.
I'm
Me
actually
and
not.
Jez saw the fucking spoiler inside a store. They're already selling
The
toys.
store?
Yeah, they're selling the toys for the antagonist that's never been shown in any trailer.
Yeah,
my
they
God.
did that. They did the same thing for Spider-Man. They showed the freaking Vulture as a toy in one of the fucking things in Target. Like, bro, that's such a
But
big
he
spoiler.
was just like
do
some
that
basic
now?
ass like side character. They showed like the main antagonist for this shit.
Yeah,
Like I won't even spoil it for y'all just in case, but that's like, why would you do that?
I'm not gonna watch it just for the fact that like I saw that one recent trailer when they showed like all the CGI and shit. That shit looks so fucking ass. I was like, hell no, I'm not watching.
No, that
that
was the
shit.
movie. That was in the trailer.
I'm not watching that.
Somebody
shit.
got an early screening.
Supergirl was like Zod, and she started like teleporting or some shit. And Flash, I don't know, like they just look so goofy running through the sand. I said, I'm cool.
They ran around in a circle for no reason, just to touch heels.
Nah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm just. I don't know. I can't watch that shit. And if I do, I'll leave it there. That's it here.
Nah, I'm gonna go watch
Allegedly.
it opening night, and I'm gonna boo if that shit's trash. I'm a fucking popcorn at this.
What?
Yeah.
I want it to be trash because they ruined the
It's gonna be
Flash.
trash. Come on now.
He
It's gonna
hate
be
watching. He's hate watching. He's hate watching.
Absolutely.
It's hate.
You know what?
Tay
Yeah.
watching.
Flash is my
He's
favorite
gonna be
DC. Flash is my favorite DC hero, and they always find a way to fuck that nigga up.
They
You're gonna
really
be
do.
heckling.
Though.
You're gonna be
So
heckling.
how do you
in
feel
the
about
theater.
Reverse
Flash is their favorite.
Reverse Flash cool, but the Reverse Flash is the main antagonist. It's some random ass nigga. That's not even a
Missed
real
opportunity.
character.
That's
Wait, he's not real. He's not a real character. He's not
No.
a comic.
No.
You know what? Just go ahead and tell. Just
No,
DM me because I don't
no.
even care. I don't even care about
Oh,
it.
DM you? Sure, yeah, DM you.
Yeah,
Sure.
DM me.
Don't say it out loud though.
Yeah, I won't spoil it. The movie's not even out yet. And just in case, like somehow that nigga's not the main antagonist, I'm not gonna say that shit.
Waste of money.
It's not. It's for sure is because we saw that one clip. We was like, I can't even say
you
what
can't
you
even
said.
say
in that
it.
clip.
Yeah, I mean, all I gotta say is just literally go watch the trailer and then be like, oh, who's the
my
bad
God.
guy? Like,
Are you serious right
just
now?
go watch the trailer, like, and who in there
Yeah.
going crazy the most?
It's like some
And in terms-
unknown nigga, man. Oh,
In
my
terms
God.
of the topic of this video, because we once again digress, if you for some reason somehow still haven't seen Across the Spider-Verse, and I mean, okay, you got spoiled, maybe you
No
don't
way they
care.
made it this
Go
far.
watch the movie nonetheless.
Bro,
I mean,
who
we
is
talked
this,
about
bro?
We talked about it for so much, but if there's anyone who's like who heard it all and still hasn't seen it,
Yeah.
I don't think it would still be worth going there.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
Viewing it is still
Yeah.
like crazy experience, even if you know. I mean, we haven't talked about every plot point, but
Nah, there's still some big changes that you
You seen
probably
the
still won't
trailer?
even see it coming.
You seen the
What,
trailer?
what I sent you?
Yeah.
At one part, we'll look at it after. We'll look at it after.
so.
Technically, yeah.
One thing, if we're gonna go back on topic, one thing I really liked that Across the Spider-Verse did was the soundtrack. The soundtrack of
killed
the
that
first one
shit.
was really good and very much like went with the mood. I actually rewatched the first one recently too, like Pan. I had a watch party in my server. I liked the music, but I didn't really listen to it. And Across the Spider-Verse, I've been listening to the soundtrack over and over and over.
That shit
and it's-
fire. Mitchell
It
did
is.
his thing.
It's
I
so
will
unique.
I will say a lot of it is kind of bedroom music, but it's
Huh?
all vibe music.
What'd you say?
yeah, I know what you mean.
It's
It's called
all
what?
vibe
Yeah,
music.
bedroom music.
Oh,
What the fuck does that mean?
Now, like,
Yeah.
music or sound design as a whole is a pretty good topic for.
did you say? Did you say? Did you say?
What?
No, they killed that
Yes.
shit. They killed that shit because I feel like the first soundtrack it was good, like Toki said, but I like how this one like he like implemented like some of like the lines and like then like you can like it felt like a whole movie, like a whole different movie experience when you watch and listen to the soundtrack by
I
itself.
thought
It's
you were
amazing.
saying it's a bedroom music. I thought that's what you were saying.
I-
That too.
No,
that is what I
no.
said.
Yeah.
What is
That's
that?
what I said. I know.
What do you
I
mean by bedroom music? Though? Like music you listen to in the bed?
Yeah, definitely. You know, when you're chilling in the bed after a long day at school, at work, whatever shit you do.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
That,
yeah.
Hell
that
yeah,
soundtrack is
yes,
not fucking
sir. Yes.
music.
Nah, but Miguel's
You
theme
sure
fire,
about that?
Scott's theme fire, Miles as
Shit, I
Prowler,
wouldn't know.
reverse Prowler theme.
That Spot's team is fucking insane.
Yeah. Like they
I'm
did
not-
their thing.
I'm not referring to the soundtrack. I'm referring to the lyrical soundtrack. Like
Metro
from the
Boomin?
first one, yeah, Metro Boomin.
Hell yeah.
Because
Hell
the
yeah.
first soundtrack had what?
What type of sex are you
Home will
having?
hide. It had hide. It had
You're
Scared of the Dark.
Now,
Sunflower
low-key,
was good too.
I feel like Sunflower was like the main thing for the first one. This one has like a lot of good songs compared to the first one.
Y'all, Hummingbird. Okay, Hummingbird. gets,
Hummingbird is
like,
amazing.
when I was chilling, Hummingbird got me. Well, Invincible was from the first one, but Hummingbird got me. What's it called? Link Up got me.
Hummingbird is
Fucking shit.
amazing. What's
I
his name?
gotta go back to- I know-
James Blake? That nigga killed that shit.
When I heard the Would I part of the Hummingbird song, bro, that shit, I flew out of my body. It was so good. But if
Hell
we're gonna
yeah.
go to the actual soundtrack, first of all, Spider-Man 2099 is literally a meme. Say what you want, that shit goes hard.
Yeah. Spot's theme goes crazy. For sure.
Join.
Prowler's
Yes,
remix
too.
theme goes crazy. I didn't know they mashed up Miles' theme and Prowler's theme for the new Miles. That's just
I know that.
crazy.
Hell yeah.
It'll be necessary. It's necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah. So overall,
Yeah, I mean, overall, I
Visuals,
definitely give it 10 out of
music.
10 for the whole movie.
yeah, voice acting. I mean, I
Absolutely.
can't really
Yes,
say
sir.
anything bad about it. It's like maybe you can, argue that there is some, stuff that could be made better, but it's with every movie.
Oh.
But the
With
majority
voice
of things,
acting?
no, not voice acting. I mean, as a whole, like, if
Oh.
you try to critique it. But generally, this is one of those movies where I watched it and I was like, even after a week, I have no issues with it. Like this is a perfect movie.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Except maybe if you don't like animation, because there are obviously people coming out as always saying animation isn't at the same level as with like live action. So how can you have animation as your number one movie and shit? Like these type of people still exist, but yeah,
It
it's
doesn't make any
it's the
sense at all. It's
usual.
still a movie.
Yeah. But you know damn well the Oscars are still gonna hold the fuck out of Across the Spider-Verse. Like it's not getting
my
anything
God.
except for animation.
The thing is, like, movies be 90% CGI anyway. Like, you can't get mad at movies being animated and then have, like, Blade Runner 2099 in your top 10 or some shit like that.
Yeah.
It don't make any
Like
sense.
I'm not mad like for last year, as my final point. I'm not even mad that because it's deserved. Everything ever all at once got like many awards and stuff. But Puss in Boots like didn't get anything, even though it was the best animated movie of the year.
Probably one of the
in
best
my
movies of the year.
It was
Honestly.
one of the better,
I-
yeah.
I've seen both Everything Everywhere All at Once and Puss in Boots 2, and I will say, Everything Everywhere All at Once has become my number one favorite movie just because I like what it did with the multiverse theory, kind of
Yeah.
showing all the branches. But Puss in Boots 2, from the animated standpoint, it was absolutely gorgeous. Colorful as it should be. It had the themes of a kid's movie with the maturity of an adult movie. A
Yes.
great movie all around. But I kind of do get why Everything Everywhere All at Once was regarded as heavily as it did, because it
Yeah.
did a lot. Like, the soundtrack is super duper endearing, the scenes are super duper cute, and if you want to look at it from a small standpoint, you get to see what a multiversal adventure. And if you think about it from the bigger standpoint, what do you see? A middle-aged / older woman having a midlife crisis over what could have been, with a suicidally depressed daughter who feels misunderstood by her family. It's good on both levels to me.
It's completely deserved. I definitely agree. Like I'm not mad about the awards and shit, but if I remember correctly, Puss in Boots didn't even win the animation award. It was like Pinocchio. So
Huh?
Pinocchio.
What?
don't you remember there was
The cartoon
multiple
one?
Pinocchio, multiple Pinocchio movies came out.
Yeah,
last
which
year.
one?
of them,
Which one was it?
Multiple?
the
Was the one with that
more
nigga with the
adult one, I
voice?
think.
Oh,
No, the more adult one, I think.
No,
It was dog ass.
No, it has good ratings.
I didn't even watch it.
I didn't even know that shit came out.
No, but as I said, like animation gets hold all the time, and it will probably happen once again. Like Across the Spider-Verse is not gonna be in the discussion for best movie. It's gonna be fucking Oppenheimer, and then like 5 other no one knows movies, just like last time. Like last time you had Everything Everywhere All at Once, and I guess The Whale and the rest. Like I have never heard of these movies. On me, I've never heard of the other movies.
I've heard of The Whale.
The Whale.
Yeah, with Brendan Fraser.
The Whale.
What is it about?
But was it nominated?
Yeah, I think it won. It won something.
What is that movie? What is that movie about?
It's about like a fat English teacher.
Oh, you mean The Whale?
Yeah.
Oh
Is
no,
that
no,
it?
no! I don't know. I said I know those 2 movies, like The Whale and
yeah.
everything. Yeah, everything else I have no idea.
Yeah,
Is that
I don't
all
even
that has
remember
to
what the fuck else got. I don't remember what else got nominated, honestly.
Some random shit as always. People don't care about animation.
All
That
right,
sucks.
we might come in here and discuss Flash. Maybe we'll see. But yeah, I think everybody agrees this movie was a easy ass 10 out of 10 for sure, right?
Indeed.
Wholeheartedly.
Definitely.
All right, best say less. Jeezy, you want to close us out since you introed us?
For sure. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching and tuning into the video. Leave in the comments what you guys thought about the movie as well, so we can also tap in about that too. Make sure you guys catch us for some more videos in the network. Everybody, thanks for coming through and talking about your opinions in the movie. Thank you.
No problem,
And,
bro.
we'll see you guys next time.
Peace.
Oh.
No way.